CBS Eye on Health. Overcoming Hurdles to Healthy Motherhood with Darieth Chisholm.
Welcome back. When Gevany Williams was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer during her pregnancy, doctors induced her labor early at 32 weeks so she could safely deliver her baby before she began cancer treatment. The plan meant that Gevany would be in the operating room at Allegheny General Hospital while her baby Dax was in NICU at West Penn Hospital. So you're essentially at two different hospitals. He's obviously at NICU, and she's there receiving HIPEX treatment. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Great. So HIPEX stands for Hyperthermic Intraperitoneal Chemotherapy. It's a highly specialized treatment used for certain types of cancer that spread within the abdomen. So we are thrilled that we are one of the few centers in the country able to offer such specialized care for this type of cancer. Well, the first part of HIPEC involves removing all of the tumor that we can see and feel. That's known as tumor debulking or cytoreduction. Again, that just means removing all of the tumor that we can see and feel. The second part of the surgery is the hyperthermic chemotherapy. So during that part of the surgery, we actually put catheters into the patient's abdomen and we perfuse hot chemotherapy and circulate the chemotherapy in the abdomen for 100 minutes. At the end, we wash out all the chemotherapy and we close up the patient, and hopefully the role of HIPEC is that the chemotherapy treats any of the microscopic disease that we aren't able to treat surgically.
And how long was this procedure and time away from the baby?
So the procedure itself took about 5.5, 6 hours. Gevany was in the hospital with us at Allegheny General for 3 days. We had made specialized arrangements ahead of time to transfer her to West Penn as soon as she was medically stable so she could recover at West Penn Hospital with her baby.
And while this was going on, I'm sure, and she did an elaborate job at describing the treatment, but in your mind, you're probably thinking, I just want to go be with my baby.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. It was great motivation, though, for me to get up and get moving so that I could get back there and be with him. I didn't want him to feel like his mom had abandoned him, although he was very well taken care of.
Yeah, and certainly as a baby that was delivered early, you know, clearly not with his mom, I'm sure had you feeling like, I just want to recover quickly and be there.
Yes.
How was the care at the hospital?
It was wonderful. Everyone was so good to me, so aware of my situation, and you know, sympathetic to what I was going through, but I still just wanted to get back to Dax.
And so what was that like? Because you described for a second the fact that you all had arranged it after, you know, a few days of recovery. And in those moments when you first saw him, what was that like?
It was wonderful. My husband was with me, and really we both just cried and snuggled that little baby. It was sweet. It was sweet.
Dr. Schiffman, that had to make the staff feel incredible.
Oh, it did. And you know, it took so many people to arrange this transfer and to make sure that, you know, a mother could be with her baby. And I unfortunately didn't get to witness this, but this is, you know, the stuff legends are made of. Everybody still talks about that day and how wonderful it was.
Yeah. How were you feeling? Were you obviously still recovering, but in terms of how you felt physically, obviously emotionally on cloud nine, but physically during this time?
Right. It was a big difference. Emotionally, I was on cloud nine, but physically, I was very, very tired and in a lot of pain, really.
And so in terms of then the care of doctors and nurses that were around you in the NICU while you made this transfer and obviously through recovery, that had to be vital and important as well.
It was, and I couldn't go right down to the NICU at first, so they would bring him up to see me. And, you know, even if it was just for a little bit, it was such a morale booster. It was such a motivator to get up, to get moving, and to get well, to be with Dax.
Dr. Schiffman, this obviously seems like a very long road to recovery. Clearly, she's done exceptionally well and is doing well. But during that time, had this been a case? Is this something that you dealt with in the past? Is this common? Do we see this happening?
So her particular cancer, the goblet cell carcinoid, is extremely rare. We do see many cases of it in AHN because we're one of the centers that does do the HIPEC procedure. As far as her particular circumstances, it's very unusual. We do find goblet cell carcinoid after appendicitis, but certainly, you know, this is a very unusual case because, as we said earlier, it was 2 patients we were taking care of, not just 1.
And so what were your markers? How did you know that she was certainly well on her way to recovery?
Well, just sort of the markers in general. I think the big kind of landmarks were the successful C-section and the fact that Dax was recovering so well, the fact that the surgery went really well. When we got in there to do the surgery, there was not overt cancer everywhere. Things seemed very contained. It was something we could manage very easily surgically. And then, as I mentioned earlier, with the hot chemotherapy, the goal of that was to treat any microscopic residual disease. So I think after the surgery and after she recovered so well was a big landmark. And then certainly transferring her to West Penn to recover with Dax was a big deal.
Well, that had to help tremendously because at least your mind was at peace that you were with your baby.
Yes.
I could certainly understand that. In terms of treatments after that, what has been that course? What was that course, and are you still undergoing any treatment?
So as far as treatments afterwards, adjuvant chemotherapy was decided upon. We worked with Dr. Manga, who's one of our fantastic medical oncologists. We actually reached out to Johns Hopkins too and had a multidisciplinary meeting about the best course of action. I believe you took chemotherapy pills for 4 months.
Yes.
If I'm correct.
Yeah, and you're back to normal activity and feeling great. You look incredible.
Well, thanks. Yes, I mean, I'm just, you know, a new mom now, trying to keep up with a 1-year-old who's everywhere.
As he should be.
Yes.
Yeah. Take us back for a moment on the day that you were finally able to take your baby Dax home. Oh, what was that like?
It was wonderful. It was the middle of August. It was so hot out, and we had him dressed in 2 onesies and a little vest on him, so bundled up. But we got in that car and just drove slow and took him home.
And how does this feel for you, doctor, having treated this patient and her beautiful baby boy and watched this process, and to know now that she's cancer-free and is enjoying a rambunctious 1-year-old?
I think, you know, just having chosen the field of surgical oncology, many people ask me why I would choose such a difficult field, just emotionally difficult. But getting to know you and your mother and your husband from the beginning and getting to see you deliver a healthy baby boy, and it's remarkable. I mean, this is why I do it. You know, it brings, you know, tears to my eyes now, even just seeing her and talking about these things.
Yeah, you shared something with me earlier that her mother shared with you.
On our first visit, Gevin and I were going on and on about how we have to take care of Dax. We have to make sure that, you know, this is 2 patients. Everybody needs to do well. And her mother kind of broke in and said, you need to take care of Gevany because she's my baby. And that just kind of, you know, gave us both chills.
Yeah, it gives me chills. Yeah.
And now as a new mom, you know.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it was heartbreaking and sweet at the same time. It was definitely a moment.
What is life like for you now, and especially in this sense of, I would assume, great appreciation, but this looking forward with this baby and what you've been through? What's life like?
Life now just has more gratitude with it. I remember going out for a run this spring, and I literally stopped to look around and see the daffodils and the dogwoods. You know, I took a minute to take it in. It was awesome.
About certainly appreciating every moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So precious, yeah.
Yes.
Well, we certainly appreciate you being here and sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you, doctor, for being here.
Thank you.
And we want to thank you for watching CBS Eye on Health. I'm Darieth Chisholm.
The preceding program was sponsored by Allegheny Health Network.